So here's a test I did with my refrigerator to see how much electricity it uses. Standard Whirlpool, I would call it. Just got an ice maker inside, but that's it. No bells and whistles other than that. So I wanted to figure out how much it uses during a long cycle, and is that a surprise to me? Or people always say, well, don't leave the door open all day long. Well, this way I kind of figured out the magnitude. Well, first thing that struck out was when it's not running and plugged in, it actually draws zero energy at all. In which, so for the argument of you should unplug certain things when you're not using them, electronics, it might be true, but refrigerator, you probably wouldn't do that anyway. But as an example, I thought that was interesting. Um, so what I did is I did a cycle of 30 hours and 40 minutes duration. Over that time, I calculated 1.984 kilowatt hours used. So, you know, that's going to translate into roughly, if you look at the description, um, now again, there's a bracket. Again, watch the primer video in the description or on the screen. I'll have a thing to the primer video which explains all this stuff and the calculation and what's the background. It's not as simple as you would think. But anyway, where I live, there's kind of ends up being a low bracket or a winter bracket. If you're under $90 a month, roughly, you're following that bracket. And if you're in the summer bracket and a high bracket, then it's $90 or over, kind of. So it's an either or. There's not a lot in between, so you can't really average these things. But what I found as a result, if you want to translate it, is if you're on the low end of the scale, the energy usage per hour is about a penny, 0.93 cents. On the higher end, it's 1.57 cents per hour. Per day, on the low end, that's 22 cents. Or in the higher bracket, 38 cents a day. And then per year, on the low end, that's $81 roughly, and on the high end, that's about $137. So I don't know. I guess it's about what I thought. It's actually probably cheaper than I thought. On the low end being 22 cents a day. I think it's kind of remarkable for a piece of technology like a refrigerator to keep all your food frozen and fresh. So whatever that's worth, I thought it was kind of cool. Anyway, like it, subscribe, comment. If you have any suggestions, let me know. But anyway, uh, I just learned a lot in looking into the electricity rates and plans in itself, but also figuring out how much this thing uses. So, for me, it's about a quarter a day. That's not too bad considering what it does for me. So, thanks for watching, and there's a lot more of these to come.